From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good morning and happy Friday. We are seeing some freezing fog out there for this morning. Could make a comeback for Saturday morning as well. Rain chances making a comeback for Sunday, and that storm system could provide a little bit of snow to our Cascade passes for now. We're going with 4 to 5 inches from late on Sunday morning through Monday evening. All right now you're taking a live look at our brand new camera, the Central Washington Outdoor.com cam, and this is of the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg. You can see those low-lying clouds out there. We are seeing some fog in the Kittitas Valley, but the thickest stuff right now is down towards Hermiston. Also a little bit of fog in the Tri-Cities as well. So in those areas, take it slow, not only because visibility is being reduced, but also because freezing fog can make the roadways a little bit slick. Pretty much all of us below freezing this morning except for in Walla Walla. That's where we're in the upper 30s. So your day planner forecast for this Friday, I'm thinking most of the fog should lift by 10 a.m. After that, it's going to be a decent day with temperatures getting up into the 40s. But remember, fog may be making a comeback for tomorrow morning. I'll track that out with Futurecast Fog coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, 2 people arrested at an apartment complex in Kennewick. We were there. You can see video from the scene. Intersection shut down for a while. SWAT team called out. We have the details coming up.
But first, an update on the trial of Joshua Davis, the man accused of murdering a Pasco school bus driver back in 2021. A verdict has been made. We'll let you know if he's been found guilty.
Also, a new report from the University of Washington says flock license plate cameras may be sending local driver data to federal immigration agencies. We have the details on what they're finding coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It's Friday, November 21st. Made it. We made it. I know. Headed into the weekend.
A lot going on.
And then Thanksgiving.
I know.
I mean, it just
flying
spirals.
by.
I know.
Too much. It needs to stop and slow down.
It sure does.
Now we do want to get into your top stories, and we're starting off with continuing coverage. And this is on the 2021 murder of Pasco school bus driver Richard Lenhart.
A Richland man, 38-year-old Joshua Davis, has been found guilty in connection to that murder. According to authorities, Davis stabbed Lenhart while he was transporting students on the school bus near Longfellow Elementary. More than 30 students were on board that bus when this happened, and luckily none of them were hurt.
Davis pleaded insanity, but a jury ruled that he knew right from wrong. A motive was never found, and a sentencing date is still pending. Lenhart was honored with the Pasco Transportation Center named after him, and his widow continues pushing for the Richard Lenhart Act, which would make disrupting a school bus a felony.
6:03, a crime alert out of Kennewick now, where police arrested 2 people yesterday at an apartment complex on the 600 block of North Tweed Street. That's right near West Hood Avenue. And our crews were there. Take a look at video from the scene. Members of the Tri-City Regional SWAT were called out to assist, as well as a canine officer. Investigators are telling us that they'll be releasing more details about these arrests in the next couple of days. But what they do tell us is details are limited, as they say this case is in connection to a search warrant at a home in that apartment complex. Intersection at North Tweed and Hood was shut down for about an hour around lunchtime, opened back up around 1. Be sure to stay with us right here on air and online as we continue to track this story and get information from police.
6:03, and turning to fire watch, crews were called to a fire at Kybee City High School. This happened yesterday morning just before 10:50. According to the assistant fire chief, a dust collection HVAC unit for the wood shop, which is separate from the main building, was fully engulfed in flames when firefighters arrived. Fire District 4, West Benton Fire and Rescue, Richland Fire, the Benton County Sheriff's Office, and Prosser Memorial EMS all responded to the scene. Crews say it took about 30 minutes to put out the fire, which the assistant chief says is typical for a school-related fire response.
Top mission priority is safety, safety of the students, safety of our own well-being, and then the evacuation, making sure everybody's out, doing a primary, secondary search to make sure and to confirm that, and then all while in at the same time of our fire attack coordinated efforts.
Luckily, no one was hurt. As for the cause, investigators say an ember from a CNC machine became lodged in the dust collection system, and that was while it was being used for woodworking.
6:05 now, and a new report from the University of Washington says Flock license plate cameras may be sending local driver data to federal immigration agencies, even when police thought that door was closed. Well, researchers are finding that some departments gave what they call front door access, basically turning on a setting that lets Border Patrol look directly into their camera network one-to-one. However, the audits also show backdoor access has been available, which gives Border Patrol searching data from agencies that never approved any sharing at all. The company Flock Safety claims that its privacy filters are strong and that agencies are in total control, but Oregon Senator Ron Wyden says that UW's findings and his own investigation show otherwise.
Those claims that have been made by the company are essentially worthless because their filters are easy for ICE to get around.
Now, Wyden says there are too many problems with Flock and wants local agencies to hit the brakes before signing new contracts. Be sure to stay tuned. We're continuing to follow these developments on this story, and we have an investigative piece that will be airing next week.
And keep it here, because straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a consumer alert for holiday travelers that are driving next week. AAA is saying there's one thing you need to be ready for. What they want you to know is coming up in your consumer news.
But first, giving you a live look outside this morning from our new outdoor camera. Look at that. This one's at the Central Washington Rodeo Ground, the fairgrounds in Ellensburg. And you can see we've looked at this view a couple times now this morning, and the fog is starting to settle in more and more. Is he going to stick around? Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to let us know after the break.
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor & Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40-plus years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
That was fun.
Yeah, but I can't find my phone.
Maybe try retracing your steps.
No, this is... Hello?
Find your phone yet?
I'm still thinking.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
The clock is ticking down to turkey time, and you know we got the deals during the Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row. Shop today because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. And with the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to design a new living room, dining room, bedroom, or fall into a new mattress. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus 60 months, no interest. There's a lot to be thankful for during the Black Friday Super Sale. On now at Furniture Row.
The holiday season is in full swing at Shelby's Floral. Shelby's invites you to celebrate the joys of Christmas. Step into a wondrous world filled with the magic of the holiday season. Discover beautiful holiday decor, seasonal centerpieces, and gifts that capture the spirit of giving. Let Shelby's inspire you with a beautiful custom arrangement to complement your seasonal style. At Shelby's, we can bring your home to life with the joys of Christmas. Celebrating 50 years of holiday giving. Come visit Shelby's Floral on Clearwater in Kennewick.
If you're seeing this ad, then we've still got inventory that needs to go. Come in now for our most aggressive in-stock pricing of the year and 0% financing. Your dream home starts at Tri-Cities or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Getting into the holiday spirit. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're already seeing some patchy freezing fog out there for this morning, and it looks like it could come back for tomorrow morning as well. So here's what we're going with for this morning. Visibility could be down to 1/4 of a statute mile at times for the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, and the lower Columbia Basin. I'm thinking most of it's probably going to lift by 10 a.m., but it could come back for tomorrow in the same locations, and the time frame is pretty much going to be the same. Maybe it could extend out another hour, but 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. is the time frame I'm going with. So in those areas, take it slow, not only because the visibility is low, but also because the freezing fog could put some slick spots down onto the roadways. High temperatures for today getting up into the 40s and 50s for lower elevations. Then for tonight, another night where most of us, pretty much all of us, are going to be below freezing. I think the exception would probably be Walla Walla. High temperature is going to stay in the 40s and 50s in the Tri-Cities over the next 7 days. Pretty seasonal stuff. And the overnight lows, pretty seasonal as well, as we'll bounce between the 20s and the 30s. Now let's show you the meteorological synoptic setup over the next handful of days. So high pressure is in place for today. That means we're going to be dry, but you'll see as we head into the weekend, there's this cold front that's going to bring rain and snow chances way up for the mountains, lower in chances of rainfall for lower elevations. But I'll show you how much we're expecting, and I'll talk about another very interesting storm system closer to Thanksgiving Day. So that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. 11 minutes after 6 now, and turning to a consumer alert. Millions of Americans, of course, are expected to travel next week for Thanksgiving. Airports are bracing for big crowds. Drivers being warned to expect, of course, even more traffic this year.
In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan explains what travelers can expect in the skies and also the worst times to hit the road next week.
Air travel is beginning to return to normal just in time for the busy Thanksgiving travel week. A welcome relief for many passengers whose travel plans were uprooted by delays and cancellations during the government shutdown.
Thank goodness it happened before the holidays because we all deserve good getaways.
As the government shutdown dragged on, the FAA reduced air traffic by 4% at 40 major airports across the country. It caused mass flight delays and cancellations, but transportation authorities gave airlines the green light to resume normal operations Monday, and the disruptions from the government shutdown appear to be over.
I think we're going to have a smooth, hopefully, Thanksgiving travel.
But travelers should still brace for long lines at airports and plenty of cars on the roads. AAA is projecting nearly 82 million people will travel 50 miles or more between Tuesday, November 25th and Monday, December 1st. That's a new record. At least 73 million of those travelers are expected to drive.
We're going to have more traffic and more congestion on the roads.
AAA spokesperson Aixa Diaz says those numbers could be even higher if people decide to drive instead of fly because they're worried about flight disruptions.
A lot of people are going to make that call, though, at the last minute.
If you are driving, AAA says the worst times to travel are Tuesday between noon and 9 p.m. and Wednesday between 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. The worst time to return home is Sunday between 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. Here's the good news for drivers. The national average for a gallon of regular gas is around $3.11 as of Wednesday, according to GasBuddy.com. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
And AAA is projecting a record number of Americans will travel at least 50 miles from home over the holiday Thanksgiving period.
And more people on the road means the possibility of more wrecks, but experts say drivers can reduce the risk by leaving earlier in the day, avoiding night travel, and keeping extra space around large trucks.
Everyone just be safe.
Yeah, good things to keep in mind.
Yeah, be safe and have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy your holidays. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert forecast as we give you that live look outside this morning from our Central Washington outdoor cam.
New camera alert.
New cam alert. This one at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg, and that fog just continues to settle in. We'll see how long it's going to stick around after the break.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Hey, it's me. I'm still waiting for that once-in-a-lifetime deal. You know, the one that never actually happens?
Not this time. The final year-end countdown is on across every McCurley location with their biggest selection of the year and exciting year-end offers like financing as low as 0.9% on select new Subarus. When we compete, you win. Find your deal today during McCurley's final countdown and the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at McCurley Subaru.
Oh, yeah.
With irresistibly smooth melting chocolate in every Lindor, you can melt into every holiday moment. This year, bring out Lindor from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during our Black Friday sale, save up to $800 on Purple mattress and adjustable base bundles. And get an instant gift. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens. Because Apple Valley News Now is everywhere you need us to be.
Reporting live here in downtown Richland.
In Yakima.
From Kennewick.
We're Apple Valley News Now, and we're on your side.
Always on your side.
Next live, Sebastian Maniscalco from his comedy special, It Ain't Right.
Do you guys wake up in the morning and go, look at how fabulous?
Plus, Black Friday bargains.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Kraken, Penguins. Coverage begins at 4 Saturday on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Small rain chances going to return to lower elevations for Sunday and Sunday night. Now, when we show you Futurecast, that only goes out 48 hours. So those rain chances are beyond that 48-hour window. But you can see hour-by-hour precip chances for your neck of the woods by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. This is going to come in quite handy for this weekend and also into next week. So for the weekend storm system, the wettest time frame, at least for the Cascades, actually going to be from 10 p.m. on Saturday to 4 p.m. on Monday. Around an inch of water up in the Cascades, and this model consensus has trended a little bit wetter for the foothills and for the Blues. And model consensus has trended a little bit snowier for our mountain passes, at least in the Cascades, 10 a.m. on Sunday to 4 p.m. on Monday. 4 to 5 inches for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass. Personally, if I had to travel to the west side for this weekend, I would do it on Saturday as opposed to risking it on Sunday. And then we'll see another little stretch of some active weather for Tuesday and beyond that. Here's what models are saying about that stretch of active weather. Now, this is still 4 to 6 days out, so all these numbers are definitely going to change, but early indications are that this is going to be a much wetter storm system overall, especially for the Cascades. Over 2 inches of water, even getting up around a half an inch, if not a little bit more, for the Blues. I think this is probably the most interesting part of next week's stretch of active weather. 4 p.m. on Tuesday to 4 p.m. on Wednesday, maybe another 5 to 6 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass, but look at this, snow levels maybe getting down to the valley floors. So for now, we're going with just a little dusting of snow in the Kittitas Valley and the upper Yakima Valley, but this is subject to change. I would have a great deal of vested interest in that forecast. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Freezing fog possible this morning and tomorrow morning, then a small shower chance Sunday. In Yakima, watching the potential for a rain-snow mix next Wednesday, but it's 5 days out, subject to change. Then in Ellensburg, there's better confidence in snow for the Kittitas Valley as opposed to the Yakima Valley for next week, but also subject to change. And for Hermiston, patchy areas of freezing fog over the next couple mornings. Small rain chances Sunday, then more active weather around Thanksgiving. And finally for Walla Walla, a couple dry days for today and tomorrow. Then you can say goodbye to that as we head into next week.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, you better hang on tight. We're taking you from an underwater ride on a humpback whale to a package thief with 4 legs and a wagging tail. After the break, checking out this week's wildest headlines.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
Legacy lives in the people who've made this place home. For decades, Hapo and Community First Bank have been part of that legacy. Different names, same mission, invested in every relationship. We're coming together to keep building what matters. Because legacy doesn't end. It lives on in every loan, every dream, every member helped.
Hi, welcome to Hapo.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend. So happy together. And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Check this out. Have you ever wondered what it's like to hitch a ride on a whale? I actually have wondered that.
Yes,
yeah.
100% I have. And now we're in luck because scientists are giving us a front row seat to that real-life ocean thrill ride.
Ooh. And an Oklahoma homeowner is dealing with a package thief of a very different breed. Patrick Cornell has it all in this morning's Take a Look at This.
Hold on tight and come along for a wild underwater ride. An open ocean adventure researchers at Griffith University have dubbed the Remora roller coaster. Commonly known as suckerfish, experts are getting a great look at these hitchhikers bumming a ride on the back of a humpback whale off the coast of Australia. Scientists safely suctioned a couple of cameras on migrating humpback whales to study their habits when these things stole the spotlight. They say the video provides rare insight into the complicated whale-remora relationship. Researchers spotted as many as 50 suckerfish stuck to a single whale feasting on sea lice and other crustaceans around the mammal's body. While that's beneficial to the whale, that doesn't mean they like it. The remoras have the ability to quickly glob back on even if the whale knocks them off during a quick trip to the surface. The co-leader of the research program writing, "The whales seem to dislike their presence." That's a nice way of putting it. An Oklahoma homeowner might dislike the presence of this pooch, or should we say, pooch pirate. The Choctaw Police Department posted vid of this package thief caught in the act. Man's best friend might have made its first enemy. Eagle-eyed Facebook commenters saying this could have been a double dog heist, writing, "I saw the accomplice, he ran off right behind him." Police say the victim is okay, if not understandably confused. But the pup perp that picked up the parcel and fled the scene is still on the run. No word yet on what fate awaits the canine criminal if captured. For Take a Look at This, I'm Patrick Cornell.
What do you think was in there that he wanted so bad?
Food? I would think it's food, like, because they can smell it. I would think.
Maybe it was something like squeaky. Can they sense that?
Who
you know,
knows?
like toy.
The squeaky senses?
The toy texture, maybe.
Right? That's so
I don't know. That's
and then
funny.
the ride.
Okay, I could watch that
That
for
was like
hours.
therapeutic. We're both just like, oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Like we were on the ride with it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I want to ride it now.
So fascinating.
So cool.
I love
Felt like
everything
one of
about
those
it.
point of view rides that
Yeah.
is at Universal or Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's in real life.
cool.
So cool. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We are talking to the Kennewick Irrigation District as they finish up their last construction project through the Canyon Lakes Golf Course. We have the impact this is going to have on the community coming up in your 6:30 half hour.
Tired of paying more and getting less? Me too. That's why I'm bringing back my bigger drink cups.
I had a Sprite.
My bad. Get even more value with my mozzarella sticks. Get so much more under $4.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Hurry in for the very best selections before they're gone.
1 in 3 Americans have pre-diabetes. Making simple lifestyle changes can help reverse it. Get tips at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Diabetes Awareness Month, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi, I'm showing off my clearer skin. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin. And most people were clearer even at 5 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Getting into the holiday spirit. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
False Confession Day.
Oh, like 2 truths and a lie kind of situation?
Yeah. I hate it here. Just kidding, because it's False Confession Day. Sorry, that was a little unhinged. That's the Friday
vibes.
vibes.
To the extreme.
Yeah.
You could have picked any false confession.
That's the first thing I thought of. Well, yeah.
Aggressive, isn't it?
No.
Do you have a false confession to make?
Not on the spot.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, Usher's got to
I didn't have soda for breakfast this morning.
Oh.
I did. That's not very healthy.
That's not the first time this week either.
I wasn't eating charcuterie at the desk.
It's actually somewhere around here. Oh no, did you throw it away?
Yeah, I ate it all.
If you heard like munching and crunching in the back, that's been her. But it's okay, you've got a busy day, so you need a fuel.
I felt like it was the only time I was going to be able to eat today, so I had a little charcuterie at the desk.
That's totally fine.
Right?
You gotta do it,
I share my truths. There are no false confessions around here.
Please keep doing it. It's always hilarious.
All right, what can we expect as we head out the door? The fog kind of settling in some areas right now.
It absolutely is, and we'll show you the Kennewick view here in just a second, but it's not just fog, it's freezing fog. Could come back for tomorrow morning.
Not my
Let's go ahead
blurry
and take
contact.
a look at those
right.
big weather stories, and a small shower chance could come back, small shower chances, I should say, plural, could come back for Sunday, and then that storm system going to bring some snow to our Cascade passes. For now, I'm going with 4 to 5 inches for White and Snoqualmie passes from 10 a.m. on Sunday to 4 p.m. on Monday, but that is subject to change. All right, there we go. I'll just go ahead and step off the screen here so you can take a look at that. Not much to see out there this morning in Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, and visibilities are obviously pretty tough out there. So we're seeing this in the Tri-Cities. There was a pretty big spot in Hermiston a little bit earlier in the Kittitas Valley. It's going to ebb, it's going to flow, but in those areas, take it slow, not only because of the reductions in visibility, but also because freezing fog can put slick spots onto the roadways. Temperatures this morning mostly below freezing. We're seeing 20s and 30s. You got to bundle up. Your hourly forecast for this Friday for the Tri-Cities, most of the fog going to lift by 10 a.m. So for today, 40s. As we head into the afternoon, it's going to end up being a decent fall day. But again, the fog not only here for this morning, maybe coming back for tomorrow morning as well. Time that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Josh. It is 6:30, and we start this half hour of news talking about the environment. Kennewick Irrigation District finishing its last canal lining project, this one right through the Canyon Lakes Golf Course.
KID has been lining canals since 2007 to save water and improve public safety, and this section is the last piece of the Canyon Lake system to be upgraded. Crews have been clearing sediment, rebuilding embankments, and rolling out a heavy-duty liner designed to cut water loss and strengthen the canal banks. The district says lining also creates extra water storage during peak demand.
It creates good public safety and water conservation. And once it's completed, hopefully it'll last for up to 50 years or longer.
And KID expects the lining work to wrap up in the next few weeks.
6:31 now, and 'tis the season of giving, so why not give back to a veteran? Columbia Basin Veteran Center in Pasco is spreading holiday cheer by providing 40 Thanksgiving meals to 40 local veteran families. But that's not all. They're also bringing Santa to the center to brighten the holidays for local veteran kids. The executive director says they're still seeking donations of $10 gifts, items, to share with the kids, but by donating, you could also help rekindle that holiday spirit for a veteran this season.
During this time, sometimes there's a lot of sadness. Sometimes it's a more difficult time than a good time. Though they have moments of cheering, they also have moments of struggle because they remember all the loss that they went through. And so taking the time to slow down, taking the time to care for anybody around you is important. But during this time for veterans, just know that some of those hot moments are there and it's difficult for them.
So if you'd like to help, you can donate $10 or drop off a $10 gift item at the Columbia Basin Veterans Center. That's at 1020 South 7th Avenue in Pasco. They're also accepting donations of Head & Shoulders shampoo and brand new clothes for the Walla Walla Veterans Center.
Talking community events now, holiday spirit and generosity is coming together in the Tri-Cities, all for a cause that supports families year-round.
Yeah, United Way of Benton and Franklin counties is hosting its 8th annual Festival of Trees, transforming the event space at the Three Rivers Convention Center into a festive winter showcase. Guests will be treated to formal dinner, wine, entertainment, and a chance to bid on fully decorated, beautiful Christmas trees with presents underneath. Organizers say that the money raised goes directly back to helping local programs that provide food security, housing stability, and early childhood support and emergency assistance for families in need.
To me, it actually is like heartwarming because it's like I know that times are tough for businesses and families and individuals in this community, but I think because people really do see the need, that's why they're giving even more.
United Way leaders also say the Festival of Trees has become a yearly tradition for many people, giving people a way to kick off the holidays while giving back to the community. And yes, even Santa Claus will make an appearance for photo ops. It's all part of the night's festivities. Our very own Stacy Lee will be hosting, and you can even catch Jade over there.
Yes.
Exciting stuff.
It's going to be a wonderful weekend of events, yeah. And don't sleep on Mrs. Claus. She'll be there as well with
exciting.
Santa. The dynamic duo themselves will be there, yeah. It's it's a great event. We're so fortunate and grateful for all of our community partners and sponsors in the community. We're able to go into this event tomorrow night with every single dollar raised at the event coming right back to United Way of Benton Franklin counties to help with our mission and program work and help local families and kids in need.
And it sounds like the decorations will be beautiful, and it's all for a beautiful cause. So.
It really is, yeah. It's going to be great. I mean, I have a lot of work to do today, but it's going to be fantastic.
And that's why you needed the charcuterie.
That's why I had my charcuterie up here. Yeah, exactly. But it's all worth it because it all goes back to our local kids, and that's what's important.
Absolutely. All right, keep it here because straight ahead, we're talking local sports. The East Valley football team is 3 wins away from being the first state champions in school history. We got more on the team and their strategy right after the break.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
Right now at Meredith Furniture, it's a buy one, get one free deal you don't want to miss. Buy one comfy recliner starting at just $599 and get the second one free. Yup, totally free. Tons of colors, loads of styles. Come in and find your favorite. But hurry, deals this good don't stick around forever. Kick back in not one, but 2 recliners. Because one just isn't enough.
Meredith Furniture on South Person, Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Looking for the perfect spot in Kennewick for fun, food, and football? Come to Tea Time, the largest indoor mini golf course. Play through our glowing, family-friendly course, then catch every Green Bay game on our 170-inch big screen. Bring your own food or grab a hot pizza next door. We've got the good times covered. Whether it's family night, date night, or game day with friends, there's something for everyone. Rain or shine, it's Tea Time, where fun and football go hand in hand.
'Tis the season as we visit a Christmas tree farm.
It's a pleasure to work here. I enjoy the customers a lot.
Find your holiday spirit.
It's a fun time.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next live, Sebastian Maniscalco from his comedy special, It Ain't Right.
Do you guys wake up in the morning and go, look at how fabulous?
Plus, Black Friday bargains.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Seeing areas of freezing fog for this morning. Looks like it could come back for tomorrow morning as well. So here is what we're seeing for this morning. And remember, it's not always 100% uniform. Fog has the tendency to ebb and flow, but for the valleys, for the basin, visibility at times can be reduced down to 1/4 of a statute mile, and this can last until 10 this morning. Then for tomorrow morning, coming back really to the same locations, 3 a.m. to 11 p.m. 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. would be that main time frame. So take it slow in those areas on that morning commute because of the reductions in visibility and because roadways can be slick when it comes to freezing fog. High temperature is going to stay in the 40s and 50s over the next 7 days in the Yakima Valley, and then 20s and 30s for the next 7 nights. So this is all pretty normal stuff for the middle to later portions of November. Now let's talk about some rainfall numbers, all right? These are the rainfall numbers we've been tracking since October 1st. Here's what we've actually received. Here's what we would normally receive during that time frame. You do a little bit of math. We have surpluses in the valleys. We're about breaking even for the basin, and we have about 15 to 20% deficits in the foothills. Then when it comes to reservoir levels in the Yakima Basin, we're 46% below where we should be for this time of the year. According to the State Department of Ecology, their definition of a drought emergency is when reservoir levels are 25% below normal. So we're definitely starting this wet season in the hole, but thankfully we'll see these numbers come up throughout the rest of the year. But the magic, the million-dollar question is, will it get back to negative 25%?
6:40, time to talk some sports on this Friday. The East Valley football team is 3 wins away from being the first state champions in school history.
Ooh, and Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable visited the last Yakima team left standing.
It's almost the end of football season, leaving just the best of the best remaining. The East Valley Red Devils are 11-0 this season and find themselves in the state quarterfinals. East Valley's playoff win last week was the first the school has had since 2004. The team has been led by a very balanced attack on offense and defense.
Offensively, I mean, we're about 50-50. We're really balanced offensively. Defensively, we're lights out. Our kids have got a couple of shutouts. I think we're giving up less than 7 points a game, so defense has definitely been a huge advantage for us, and special teams has done a great job this year as well.
Leading the offense is quarterback Jackson Berg, who has thrown 42 touchdown passes this season.
Well, if you look at the scoreboards, we score a lot of points, that's for sure. So, that's the name of the game of offense. You want to score as many points as you can and score more than the other team. So we're a pretty balanced attack, and I think we can hit you in many different ways. So
the whole team is enjoying the ride they've been on, and so has the community watching from the sidelines.
The whole team is just full of a bunch of great kids. As good as they are on the football field, the better kids off the field. So it's really cool to have, and tons of leadership from our coaching staff, and from, we're getting lots of support from the school and the community. So it's been an awesome experience.
We're keeping everything simple, like I said, and we're just working our tails off out here, and we're really excited to be playing in some November football.
And 2 more wins would take them into December, playing in the state title game. In Yakima, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And East Valley High School earning the 3 seed in the state playoff bracket.
And up next for the Red Devils, state quarterfinals against Linden. So
good luck to them.
Yep. All right, so ahead, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And I think fog is one of those things that you need to be aware of. This is a live look right outside here, our studios at the Apple Valley Studio in Kennewick. And you can see that fog settling in on the streets right there along Edison. Chief Meteorologist Josh Culberth is going to break down the forecast, talk about how long this fog is going to stick around, and also some other concerns that could come with it. We're back after the break.
The old me was stuck in the daily grind. My routine didn't allow for any self-expression. I found clay, and that changed everything. I realized my calling was to give others the space to be creative, to build something. And that's how Clayton was born. Having a Chase Ink card has allowed us to grow and bring people together. There's a creative side in all of us. That's what I hope people come here to find.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Ink Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
McCurley Mazda thanks everyone who joined the Friends of Disabled Veterans for their letter writing campaign. Together, you and hundreds of students shared messages of hope and reminded our heroes they're not forgotten. McCurley Mazda, proud to stand with those who served. The Dennis Welch Never Forgotten campaign.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger, and we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
style, or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models. See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
Raising children is a wonderful adventure. Just when you think you have it all figured out, it all changes.
Time for school.
With Washington's Get Prepaid Tuition Plan, you can save for their next big step after high school, whatever that might be.
You ready?
We're ready. When you believe in your children's dreams, so do they. Start saving today at 529.wa.gov.
Charge ahead, roads are calling.
Hybrid power, snow is falling.
It's electrifying.
What the season can bring. Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on an electrifying new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
Kraken, Penguins. Coverage begins at 4 Saturday on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We do have these little rain chances in the forecast for lower elevations for Sunday and for Sunday night. Now, remember, whenever we show you futurecast, that extends out 48 hours. So these rain chances are going to be beyond that 48-hour scope. But as always, you can see hour-by-hour precip chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app free in the App Store and on Google Play. Here are the rainfall totals we're expecting from said storm system. Around an inch up in the Cascades. Models have trended a little bit wetter for the Blues and for the Blue Foothills. And the wettest time frame, at least for the mountains, is going to be from 10 p.m. on Saturday to 4 p.m. on Monday. And models have trended a little bit snowier with this round, as from 10 in the morning on Sunday to 4 p.m. on Monday, we could have 4 to 5 inches for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass. So that's going to be enough to make pass travel a little bit dicey. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough for pass closures, but personally, if I were traveling over the passes, I would do it on Saturday as opposed to risking it for Sunday. And then there's another active stretch of weather into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thanksgiving Day. Let's show you what models are thinking about this round. Now, this is still 4 to 6 days out, so these numbers will change. But from 4 p.m. on Tuesday to 4 in the morning on Friday, model consensus is suggesting this could be a much wetter storm system, especially for the Cascades, over 2 inches of water. But the snowfall forecast for this round is very interesting. 4 p.m. on Tuesday to 4 p.m. on Wednesday, maybe another 5 to 6 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass. So, of course, that could impact pass travel. But snow levels may be getting low enough to see a little dusting of snow in the Kittitas Valley and the Yakima Valley. Again, this is still several days out. These numbers will change, but it's something that should be on your radar. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Freezing fog possible this morning and tomorrow morning, then a small shower chance Sunday. In Yakima, watching the potential for a rain-snow mix next Wednesday, but it's 5 days out, subject to change. In Ellensburg, there's better confidence in snow for the Kittitas Valley as opposed to the Yakima Valley for next week, but also subject to change. In Hermiston, patchy areas of freezing fog over the next couple mornings, a small rain chance Sunday, but more active weather around Thanksgiving. And finally, for Walla Walla, a couple dry days for today and tomorrow. Then you can say goodbye to that as we head into next week. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, John Tesh opening up about his cancer journey.
I'm incredibly grateful because it has been literally a 10-and-a-half-year journey when I was first diagnosed in 2015.
Tesh, who co-hosted Entertainment Tonight for a decade.
And I'm John Tesh, and the eyes of the nation are on Union, South Carolina tonight.
Before launching a global music career, was first diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2015. This morning, he's crediting his wife with helping save his life.
The prognosis at the time was about 18 months left to live.
That's what they said. I just was like, okay, this is over. And so there were some tears. It's like getting a brick in the face. And my wife, who is an Italian girl from the faith-filled Italian girl from the Bronx, just rose up and she said, "This is not us."
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more with John Tesh. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, you have two torn glute muscles.
If you have wet AMD or DME, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. And your condition doesn't have to steal the moment. Long-lasting EYLEA HD delivers powerful vision improvements that can save your vision for the future. EYLEA HD is the only treatment for wet AMD and DME that helped at least 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. Don't take EYLEA HD if you have an eye infection, eye pain, redness, or are allergic to it. Eye injections like EYLEA HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye, or increased eye pressure. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke. There's still so much to see. Ask about next generation EYLEA HD, a treatment retina specialists trust.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. If you still don't have a real ID and want to fly, you'll soon have to pay a fee to pass through airport checkpoints. Yesterday, TSA proposed an $18 fee for travelers without a real ID. The new rule calls for travelers who don't have one to be able to pay that fee and use a new biometric kiosk. That would allow flyers access to TSA checkpoints for 10 days, and the agency says the fee will cover costs associated with the new technology that's needed to verify a passenger's identity. The fee is also non-refundable. There's no word on when the proposed rule will take effect. Real ID became required for air travel in the U.S. on May 7th, and passports remain an acceptable form of ID for both domestic and international air travel. Non-real ID compliant licenses are still valid for driving and other ID purposes outside of the federal requirements.
6:51 in your business headlines this morning. More and more Americans are turning to Walmart to ease the burden of the ongoing affordability crisis. In its latest report, Walmart said business in the U.S. is surging. Last quarter, its domestic sales were up 4.5%. Retail giant saw an increase in customer trips to stores, and shoppers spent more during those visits. The company also raised its sales and profit guidance, indicating it expects a strong holiday shopping season. And at 6:52, talking sports. Seattle Kraken beat the Chicago Blackhawks last night. Jaden Schwartz scoring the tie-breaking goal late in the third period as the Kraken score 3 in the third to rally past the Blackhawks 3-2. Up next for the Kraken, they take on the Pittsburgh Penguins tomorrow. Now the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning. We start in Kennewick, where police arrested 2 people yesterday at an apartment complex on the 600 block of North Tweet Street. That's right near West Hood Avenue. Members of the Tri-City SWAT team were there, also K-9 officers. You see video from the scene as our crews were there as well. Investigators telling us that this case was in connection to a search warrant at a home in that complex. The intersection there was shut down for about an hour around lunchtime while this took place. We'll keep you updated. Details limited, but police tell us they will be releasing more in the next coming days.
38-year-old Joshua Davis has been found guilty in connection to the murder of Pasco school bus driver Richard Lenhart from back in 2021. Authorities say Davis stabbed Lenhart while he was transporting students on a school bus. Davis had pleaded insanity, but a jury ruled that he knew right from wrong. A motive was never found. A sentencing date is still pending. Meanwhile, the widow of Lenhart continues to push for legislation to make disrupting a school bus a felony.
And crews were called to Kaiby City High School yesterday morning just before 11. When crews got there, they found a dust collection HVAC unit for the wood shop was on fire. It took about 30 minutes for them to get that flame and fire under control, which officials say is typical for a school-related fire response. Luckily, no one was hurt. The cause, investigators say, was an ember from a CNC machine that became lodged in that dust collection system while it was being used for woodworking.
And holiday spirit is coming to the Tri-Cities this weekend. United Way of Benton and Franklin counties is hosting its 8th annual Festival of Trees. This raises money for families in need. Guests will be treated to a formal dinner. There will be wine, live entertainment, and a chance to bid on fully decorated Christmas trees. The money raised will go directly to programs for things like food security and emergency assistance. And Santa will be making an appearance for photo ops, as well as Mrs. Claus. Our very own Stacy Lee will be hosting, and you can even catch Jade there.
That is right.
Working
and I can't
hard.
wait to come back Monday and tell everyone how much we raised for our local programs and mission work.
Exciting. All
right, take a look at this. A new report from University of Washington says Flock license plate cameras may be sending local driver data to federal immigration agencies. Researchers found some departments gave what they call front door access, basically turning on a setting that lets Border Patrol look directly into their camera network. However, the audits also show backdoor access, which they say was never approved. Company claims its privacy filters are strong and that the agencies are in total control. But Oregon Senator Ron Wyden says findings show otherwise. We have a full investigative report coming up on this next week.
Trending now this morning, Taco Bell is rolling out 3 new items nationwide, all created by real fans.
I'm so here for this.
Me too.
Starting today, the Cantina Craze California Crunchwrap and Burrito Bliss will be available for a limited time. The fan-made lineup features a steak and fries twist on a classic crunch wrap. It's like a California burrito, yeah.
Sounds so good.
A grilled vegetarian remix of the cheesy bean and rice burrito, and a loaded version of the Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco.
I'll take 12 of all of those.
Yes, please.
Taco Bell loyalists were invited to share their ideas for the new menu items. After more than 40,000 submissions, 3 so-called honorary fan chefs were chosen to bring their flavor ideas to stores across the country.
I love it.
I want to try all of that, and I still want to try that Baja Blast pie. I know you don't care for it.
I don't know if I'm here for that.
I gotta find where I can get one.
But I do love me some Taco Bell.
Me
I
too.
mean,
I've actually been on a Taco Bell craze lately.
You've been on a
their
little bender?
chicken cheese flatbread. It's on their value menu, and it's just, I don't know, it
just
every
hits.
time.
It just hits.
Just
yeah,
so good.
I know, and I love watching like food reels and all the things.
I can't do it too much because then I get hungry.
Then I get hungry,
Yeah,
right?
I'm
And seeing
mad.
like what everyone does, so I feel like that's kind of where this is coming from.
And it's chosen by fans.
Yes.
I didn't choose that, but I would have.
But I would.
Yeah.
I'm going
to.
to.
Eat it.
I love
Taco
it.
Bell has this nasty little habit of purging their menu of all the good items.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens with these.
We'll see.
Well, yeah, let's try it.
Okay, let's do it. All right, get us out the door. Foggy here specifically. Are we seeing fog around the region as well?
Yes, we are. Now, it's kind of a weird fog pattern. You know, usually when it's in the basin and when it's in the Kittitas Valley, you can fill in the gaps and say it's probably in the Yakima Valley too. It's just not this morning. Fog is just like sometimes it's a very micro scale process. Sometimes it pans out, sometimes it doesn't. So this morning it did not pan out in the Yakima Valley. It definitely did pan out in the Kittitas Valley though, and it panned out in the lower Columbia Basin as well. So hey, look at that. The map just changed as we were talking about it. So, you know, just if you run into one of those patches of fog, take it slow and use the low beams, and it could be a little bit slick out there as the temperatures are down into the 20s and 30s. But we're expecting the fog to lift around 10 a.m. for most spots.
Okay. Sounds cold. And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We're back tonight with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.
Foggy.